my question to you, men of God, they say, you have gone to receive much. How much of bearing must we bring the teachings and the instructions we receive from God on these national issues that we are grappling with? Now, why is it so? But tell us your Pentecost PCC experience.
All right. But that's a papa. Now, be that here for you now. I don't pay or bra when you OT. PCC experience. It was awesome. Psalm 133. Or say, yeah, a yenifa, a yefe. Say me a new boom tnafako. It is our share the euphoria and the spirit of unity and the power of God. Say, Yami, a share nipadi and a joy and Yamimu and Gia, a really paco memono. Utimu who say, Yakaya Hubomwa, we can achieve a lot. It was very, very awesome. As of from other churches, I know more call interaction with them. Utimu say a yadia.
So how many friends were you able to make? Mashallah.
5.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, 5.
COP before and non-COP.
Non-COP.
And you were in touch with them?
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Good. I mean, sure.
But I crowd the American in the coy. Neighbor and so many.
Wouldn't they buy?
And they buy.
I mean, sure.
District and also respond that.
You're a good man. You're a good man.
The kingdom business. Oh, yeah, then.
And for you as a minister, I mean, what is it different that you are doing differently from your destiny? First of all, what difference are you making in your life with this conference? And 2, what do you intend to change with how you administer your district?
Thank you. That one, the perspective, everything be a system with the Pahubia, shall say what I do. Good. Now, Osha conference now, it realign our thinking and our focus, especially when you pick the area of the doctrine and the highlight on what they might about the doctrine. You know, you realize that every denomination is just emphasizing an aspect of the Christian doctrine. And the chair made a profound statement. Say, there is no single church that has the truth. But we are all
that has it all.
That has it all. But we are pursuing an aspect of it. We
have arrived. We are better than we need.
And one thing so they say, no matter how attractive your church is, it will not appeal to Nipedina. Opa, ya son said Daya, Chichisika, maybe
some will belong to your own.
Some will belong
and
to you. Some will prefer to go to
others.
Right. It's other than I am what those who prefer going to the others. Na yam one shafe. One so dear na warrior, warrior, dear, a beboa. I dear Bako, Akupi or heaven. Okay. So far, we are interacting, we have arranged.
Question you, question you, one moment. Question is our answer, moment. Me peniful and never business our question. So let's get to your own too. The PCC experience. You came late, but how many friends?
Okay. Michelle also 4. I have 4, of course. I am Papa no more share. Make opportunity for us to have the chairman, general secretary. And I last Tuesday, Kacho says at Dominion University. The owner of Dominion University is from Church of Pentecost, so he's an elder of Church of Pentecost. Many I believe say he was actually at Pentecost University. Okay. Professor Felix Hammond.
Okay.
Now, so of Hammond, if you are watching us, I greet you. I'll tell you just one story about my experience. The Edikaino, I think I represent more of the people online. Try to validate of the fact that the program Pent TV did was equally successful. So, you share no this thing. I asked some kind like last Tuesday. Odoko assembly. It's Yamami. Prepare some painful himself a bar around. And I'm but I was religiously watching it. and I was following everything to the letter. Until almost share online, no. Me joma na mu da Pent TV ase. Say at least we timi do makuma wura mu no. They really experience it. Na nyame anim ne kura ni say oni oyire hia ba na o landing na wo Ghana. Untimi ngo online. You still have to meet. So if I really want to give birth, I have to come to PCC. So on the last day I came.
Good.
And the experience was awesome. Now Tuesday me baha, na me catch us me trade the seminary student. So from here I went. JB, the experience in classroom was very different. Wow, I'm still feeling it. The power of God moved so strongly that all of us were crying. And some of them were screaming. In fact, there was a time I was worried about other classes because we were disturbing them. And the other classes were telling me, sir, we wish we would have joined you. I said, no, you couldn't do that because you
also had your lecture.
Yes. And so that is some of the things. And sometimes some of us, say some of us we even sometimes teach secular courses, and the power of God will just hit it. So I really think, say, experience. It's just a matter of time. It's the season. Maybe it might not be the time.
All right. The experience you are talking about, must it stay with us or it should come and go back? Just as we had the days of Pentecost. And if that's the situation, how can we change our nation?
Just like I from me filming Corridor, my dear Nyame de do me part on deliverance. Now there be back in those days in Kumasi, I said, being delivered and staying delivered is different. Most of the time, the sustainability is our problem. John Maxwell said you need to give up in order to go up. So we gave up, we all met at PCC. Now, to stay up, we need to give up more, John Maxwell said, in order to do that. It is a year, human, a little bit, even more than the year, for us to be able to sustain it, as we keep on keeping tapes, you say, Minty cran, me use a 4-5 in the métier.
And let me also use this opportunity to tell viewers, say, tapes, your audio, your video, they are still available. In fact, more a few ones we have a challenge, no problem. Over Pent TV, I have amount. Upe audio no kuanwa 10 cedis. But upe audio no full pack na, it be good pen drive so amount 100 cedis. Upe video no so no na 200 Ghana. So what they are say, upe free Pent TV ha na wa free ye o send scanner through momo wadaroma. Ye di nyima nya be mount na usaka. Conference, like you said, you have to listen and listen and listen and listen. Hearing over. And I mean, so enough of the experience, it's fine. So you are still in the spirit, it's good. Your class moved last Tuesday. Thank God. But I am interested in this one. What we are looking at. How do we impact with the experience you've had? You also drew some lessons. How do we translate this experience to impact on certain issues that this country is struggling to understand and to settle? I use the first case point that every year, annually, Ghana loses $3 billion to corruption. 71.3 of us are Christians, including you and I. How do we bring our teachings, what we heard, what we have read from the scripture? The Bible says, have you not heard? Have you not read to bear on these issues? If you have such a number in this country. So,
all right. I think, sir, first of all, issues of national interest like this, I'm envisaging a time when maybe the whole churches will come together targeting issue like corruption. One, when we share the conference, we handle the issue of righteousness, integrity. The focus on righteousness and integrity. Say ye di ye juma, ye kanwase, na ye need ye chira. Definitely there will be an impact. where the problem is disconnecting the spirituality from the secular. That is where I see where the problem is. Now, all kind Bible, no, from the Old Testament, you realize that the ministers, they were in charge of the secular and
the sacred.
And the sacred. It's the chiefs or Hinekura, you see, or Hine Odifo. Odifo and also dying or Hine. Now, there has been a sort of disconnection. I'm a shock and say, a software beginning. Now, we're connected. One will rule or mine. Whether they are Christians or they are not Christians, once we are the majority, from this time forward, any issue of national concern, as I say, now all the churches, the body of churches, say, you see, and this say, kasa against Galamsey. There should be a program roll out. Kasa etia sadin. Na bra ye ne sano. Ehu bi beto ni paso. Base ko base asori bi ede no ho ekobata sa no ma na ye nya kokoduro anka no ma nse ne efefe ye kan. Wo be hu se ye nsunsanso no beba de but and translate to grounds. So that is what I think.
So 71.3 means majority of the population are Christopher. It is possible to say one question if you had a memenda, Reverend Doctor, what sort of message do you channel out from the pulpit?
Yeah, first and foremost, the can be person because sorry and Casano, your messages are you preaching. Sometimes it has becoming, it depends. There are some churches, it has becoming a lot much more of quote unquote spiritual, but some practical messages. Yes, I came, you talked to me about praying in tongues. Yes, I speak in tongues. I'm on fire. But after,
like it happened in your class.
Yeah, just like I have to in my class. Just after that one, when the
I hope so it didn't disrupt your lessons that you had to teach for that day. Because not here for that
interestingly, I was done.
Okay.
I was done with the class.
That's fine.
And for whatever reason, I was done way earlier than I normally. So no, Bibi says, "See, I'm not junior. Me say, nyame peso ye Bibi." So I should just allow. So I just allowed, and that happened.
Okay.
Actually. Okay. And normally, messages are preaching. Sometimes it becomes too spiritual. It's not practical enough because even the spiritual aspect, you can practicalize it in any way. The second one actually is what Osofukaye, the disconnection between the sacred and the secular. My missionary, I've been a missionary in Asia for a very long time, from China to Mongolia, Philippines. There, of course, you know why you accusing me of having a Filipino church. I've interacted with a lot of missionaries because I have a mission school that I train missionaries for different mission agencies. Now, and so, who say Asia, I will just use China for example, or people who are Buddhists. A Buddhist will never do anything without a consultation with a Funsoi professor. It's not possible. Say, anka obe bahasen kese na mi bebe ikrano. Anka my friend mi Funsoi ebusa ne say enne aha mi be.
Funsoi no a leader and a spiritual leader.
No, Funsoi is almost like in our context, almost like a prophet.
Okay.
Omo fa de no mo yom hinses ne whatever no mo tu no mo gu na ya ho se no. De we who sit down a dime be a window ni be hwe kra no, there must be a Funsoi. Very very this thing on that one. Bibi biara anywhere free China abedu Ghana ha and a free Hong Kong abedu Ghana ha and go through some Buddhist ritual. It's not possible.
Really?
Yeah. Because they will never separate their sacred from their secular. It's not possible. I won't even go to Islam. You know, I teach Islam in the university. I won't even go there. Sepa se wako Dubai, for example, and I wako now so kwako tadie. Na edu tama kamuni kwako bompai wo boa obeja wako. So wuntimi in train won ko bompa by e chesa alam here wo sika no. But a Christopher, we are separated so much, our sacred and our secular. And when I Jidi said, as a sound bad puppy to Subium. As a sassy hammer said, I dear wo because sometimes I pity politicians in this country. Because this corruption are working on. Politicians are very minimal compared to the huge, they are the tip of the iceberg. Just check about, let's say, you go for this thing. Oh my internet so many are they this thing. Most of them they are CEO, they are COOs, they are this, and they are not politicians.
CDD, the most corrupt institution by almighty Ghana police service. Politicians ever share number one that's it.
They can't stop.
But I am also no till but I'm saying that even the police service are come. If you come if you are come member, that's a picture I'm looking at. Officers now come chief directors, new other directors national. One coffee there, sorry, I become a member, so they put you together as Christians. Name issue, they say, a day message, and I had a man, and go from here, man. Because say a number way, no be as a on bribe, no be as a uncorrupting, no be as a unfair there, and you're not there, now they state there, obviously here, will not get to this point. It may be such a day na a see. Na saa mpanyimfo ni na kwase da nyina ba betena so dem krobi me obi a onu atwa loto adi loto yewa no wie kwase ra kwakoda ase say rade mananya sika me hu obi a me nka ya sorry but I sorry bi me hu obi a wo kwa ba dia agina so de me dia dance se nyame adom ko galance no night no ko operation no ko pie go so a nyame abo papa no say obi nsu question I make please and say at the end of the na corruption 3 billion every year be echo saying and I church and message in dream.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Say it's because of number one, as of one kasano, first and foremost, they are looking up to us. I know my if the church will take it, meaning the congregation will take it or not, sometimes it's much more of what we are doing than what we are saying. But what I'm really stressing at is that the separation between the sacred and the secular. Because most of the time, you're preaching on prosperity. We are sharing prosperity, but we are not teaching the congregation. Say, so prosperity, no, A, B, C, D. So,
and hard work.
And thank you very much, because and that is actually also come to, for example, you're setting up prayer time and wada. Okay, yeah, sorry, we are having dominion hour. It starts 10 to 12. Okay, start 10 to 12. Archbishop will say exactly 12 we have to close. Some people want to start at a certain time. That particular time, are they working or they are not working? If they are working, what is their work ethics? You see how the whole thing is. So sometimes
what Jobia I saw them 24 hours. Or bonfire all afternoon, all morning, all evening. All night, about all day. Send the pencil be or Benumus. It is a young channel. Say empire any edgeman, any in seal. I am for Cronon County at the prepare benant. A bonfire na 24 hours in a do a combat to coffee no niska. What happens? But the enemy, what happens? The drew a business no here shoe, no business shoe, no Onibia, what happens?
And this is the charismatic.
So this is a chenny beer. No, then Yamias, but Nipa no Baba Chenny Bino. Si come and left over Bendunya or the Baba is actually in the man, and also a and sometimes, actually, no, we have come to a point to cross it, and Churchena Koye say, and shut down found how you got the money. The fact is, when you be, and I would be born Yamijuma. That's all.
And no, so a big issue. How do I preach against certain activities? Mimi say, sorry, Bano, I don't need the main financier, no. Oh, yeah, any. Minim say me can nebubefu. Nebufu a wan hwe ya obejai. Ojaya tight ma sorry nkoyi. Sorry nkoyi a mabotom nkoyi. Botom nkoyi if you have problem beba. So all this chain value, or value chain, is affecting us. So as I said, we have to come to a point that we really hit the nail on the head. And I will say this: it is. I would not try to sound a sycophant. How I wish that, like for example, a theme like possessing the nation. Okay, it's a national agenda. So if it's a national agenda, I am not in the Church of Pentecost churches and hearing messages that is go with the possession of the nation, but I've been listening on Peace FM and listening to Chairman, and you can hear some of the messages, or most of the messages that are coming out. It is more geared toward just not in your church, take it outside the church. Mijidi said all these things have stemmed. The program here was PCC. Nina came because of it was birthed out of some of these things. And
so
exactly the point. And that's exactly where I'm just keep on hammering. That I entertain was sorry the Kosia Danquah me ba sorry. Kosia then who I say me kai back in Kumasi. Back in Kumasi I saw penny or ba dickness. Sorry, we near Church of Pentecost though. Now or ba sorry now also fu twemo nim. And what you me kwa so yaba wonim de otimu jata na je de okay brain to ba na catch and say onkonko trent at all. No say also for say na mete no say okotrant say also penny ba say na mete no say mesre wa akotrant say jata ne se boni furu mu a no ba anim ha. Because the mindset is that sorry. A fear dear.
Workplace.
Yes. The emphasis at the emphasis at the emphasis yes to the yes.
How do we connect it and bring it? Say, the Messiah, sorry, the Kofia, say, yeah, Juma. Now they are tying Christian marriages.
Okay.
Courts in Nako and some way see one. In Crawford, within a twinkle of an eye, yeah, I do. Less than 3 months, less than 6.
Oh, 3 months. One day, cry.
Less than 2. Now you're so what is the issue?
Well, quickly, no, but Kaka crack and your Dr. Kanye, no. Messages are preaching. There is a saying, I will be a friend up to pray. Yes, I said, be woman come one. Carpet to pray. O Jan and I am come fa worms in him. But be a fenema consul woodia. Jan and I are the beba nature. Kabiaka one a beba. The messages, I can emphatically say, some are preaching good messages. But I can't say nipa na befa. Na nipa so in such a way say, o jano now man freedom. Nia obeye no. Enye papa. Obi pedwuma mo kan la the police are o kan. Yes say
but CD for na the meto.
Yes, send your refer from the CD. Fair obi pe police mo kwan fifia. Yes say ni letter no ompe osofo ma o endorse. Edwuma kese bi wo ha ompa osof mo
yes specifically
clergy do they remember say pan okwa sorry report aye audit report aye indicting nipan do they refer the person to the church to the church it will be who say
what's my can so correct
yeah of course
so recently a DB about bonting a particular figure be a do poor man for you soon the scam idea na akwa oba check no
sorry of course
sorry
but could be credit so for mu akra so for mu I mean say e ba perspective ka bi no an church members ka oboa no de amom no e koye e boachi bi di enti
asori there asori state no aya asori say aya sa atwede ye gina so furade a ye yi atwede
na free ho exactly
na nipa no sensen
ehia mo ani abefa mo
ehia ya na abefa problem ba they accuse the church thinking of solution the church is out ye na ekoyi the church is out
is it also no but by look at the out what is the out current ministers of this government. Why go and check? Majority of them are
Christians. No, majority of them go to church.
No.
Exactly. It's our church in there. See, I am using a statistics. Or see Christians. 71.3%. It has to qualifications in there. That's all. I am just saying that majority of members of ministers in this government are Christians.
Mesa metia so free.
Yes. Men can't say oma ko disco. Because omo ye.
Net was it.
And the other now at one point in time omo sort of influence omo no. And kwala omo ne omo nam. Omo office omo no. Sa influence ni entimi call so.
Thank you. E no na me kire say asem no oka. Nefa any de sani e de be ye adwuma ejina nipa no so.
Wanfa.
Se wanfa. Mra ni sesaya wo ho a ye de twi nipa na so. Near within the limit of the church must apply.
Oh, but listen, Emrano implementers no, it be quite so. Now, police watching you near the court. Many judges for be a quite so. And yet, I know what to hear. There are issues where about Bontia, you can't about judicial corruption.
Exactly.
Quite sorry. Maybe they not make contact. And yes, more than a muka. Yes, separate BBO. And Profuani, woman. Just say, judiciary or legislator, MPC, majority of them are Christians. Uber ministers here, your president is Nyamiadum or a Christoni. Sana American was a chief directors here, Bebre Christopher. I am just trying to say, Uko schools, headmasters, headmistresses, a Christopher. And the uncle, and I am number dorsum. And yet corruption on Gusu Koso.
81. Your number draws on corruption, no air cosum. Actually, the kind of agent such a nipa de was on.
Tinipan such right.
Nipan such right, papa. Now, 2 Chronicles, chapter 19. Yeah, Christopher, the Bible, now you're
correct.
Brasso Samu, a toss me.
Can we any the argument?
Dunkron, in Chichemu, Ensiakono. No catch that him for and say, one shed ya moo ye. Nanyo nipa na mubu aten amanu. Nemu me rade. Na onemu woho atemu asebnu. Na afei erade huhu entena so. Monhwe ye na monye. Efi se erade ye nyankopon nkontompo ene animu hwe. Ene efnumu hye eni lefam. Nyamisuro ena efri nipem. Se nipa kwa asori na nyamisuro efri ni mu a bibia no ama obetumi aye nia onye nyankopon ni yakura ontumi nye
ade na egusu preachi na nyamisuro efri nipem
nipa prim na akoma primu
enti munya preaching
dabi oja nso a enye ye enye nipa nyina na primu akoma enye nipa ni nyina na asai enye nipa ni nyina se ye ka se nipa ni nyina na asai ya then yen ka se about corruption cases no about 73.something%.
Na corrupt.
No more corrupt. But this is not the case. I think the last time I checked here about world population review, Ghana 48 points something. So on crime, issue on crime, 48 point something. Crime cases are air cost. But nyame sumno uyi to nchanya enyeyi. Ni afese ye hyemu kena pa. Ene se ye bemma nipa ani aba won ho so. Se baabi awowo adwuma awo ye. Enso na adwuma awo ye. Ene enso nyame so. Exactly. That is the spirit behind the possessing the nation.
Chema nyame che define ya de bi. Se ye come ministry. Baabi awo bi awo ye adwuma bi aye.
Exactly.
Sa kan na ma fa adwen say you be dimu the full time na say but adwuma me ministry o lecture we ministry me college you your camera we ministry enti wo di mu ntete e fie awurade mu na ye adwuma to ye nurse ni a ministry na we ye medical doctor now they will be cut theater now ye ministry and now we ministry ni mu a we ye corruption nim but ye mfasa no adwene nkyerɛkyerɛ enti etoda and I told you about so glorify a man for me can say kingdom adwuma we this kind of that's fine. But it looks as if say enema akoso say asori mo to be etimi hwe mo aka say aha de ye gentete when you be sense karodo ni oyi kese na man max thank God say churches we no enye ye ma opposition because of sikawo but churches ni bi one ma me koye service o baby me call asori no me ma asori ndi ena me contem ti me kokota am ka tem say sa aha no ya reserve man ko in free moment na sa piu ni so ena me call me am say na eden answer nye man ko transfer for say me ka say o ye elder nye salamka baby members team me see infio Quincy, who's a class of Uncle, and there's a woman again, now almost turning. Say, yeah, the side and also Benny fee. Now, yes, sir. Whoopie. Now was the Canibia, and my idea attention call so. Sadly, you're very to us.
Okay, so James Ekanwasem actually in the book of James say we shouldn't give that preferences to people. There a lot of churches have their different policies. So some of these things, it boils down to Obia, of course. Sometimes, of course, you want to accord him or her with a certain level of respect. You have a certain chair that you give. So some of those ones and me problems. My problem now as I begin much more of what I kept on hammering. How the body of Christ in Ghana in particular, or generally in the world actually, we have separated ourselves from the sacred and the secular. So I know my yentimi and fan koye and one thing I've realized, church discipline, I barely see it now in Ghana. Church discipline. See a true be as soon as especially among the charismatic churches. Another church. But for example, I'll give you a good example. Back in Asia, sorry, sorry, maybe a bar me ho. I cannot accept you yet to join my church. And I'm say ade, and I'm say oh, some more Christopher that. And I'm say, and I'm say, any me name sofu bedin komo. So I talked, the pastor was shocked. Say, why should I come to how I came to talk with him? Say, what sorry man, my so I see Obama sorry, BBS and all church him. I'm saying, okay, then I can accept. Also, me say some of people who come to my church, I let them go back because as so dinner we hear was safunima ya train was soon to a waja me hodam. It's just a matter of time. You will do the same. But at Sunday, church discipline is not strong in the church anymore. And to be at media the opebia and you know, yes, waba sorry, or yeah, sorry penny, and now he's have a part of the leadership or something like that. Now on a German move to say, yes, see bibia tono. Or so for Bakwako pa chawa bibia near the naba. Instead of disciplining the church member, say no, normally we just let go. Why? Because if you discipline the person, this is what happened in PCC. I was telling you last Tuesday, there must be a certain resolutions, and one of them is church discipline. Say obi bawa sorry, now you Christo need that. Let's go find out why he left church A, because fishing in people's fish pond in this ministry now is just way too much. We are taking Darewa and you call man for fish pond and you know anti ye namsa yanko pumubium because yanko pumubium ya coffee so
nice ko wini ye gongo
ye go wini o
nemo ye nti ya ba wasen ya bra me ha de tun se ye be ma ba bia tra okra ma front seat ama wan ka se wetin nti otiboni ni mu a emfa na nti we na ye interest na ye player na se ye erade adwuma
I think so the focus of the church needs to be realigned. And let me say that some churches might have lost focus of the heaven. Say heaven a year dia. And yam pray and so sam woman so. Say heaven ye nim say on ye the members no kwa. Nipa we di boni. Ya twe na so. Yen so so. So oba et senia Sabio obi a one side no hospital. Now we're journeying through one hospital because sin is infectious.
Exactly.
One way aside. Now, if you are contagious disease, we're journeying through one hospital facility. Now, also, oh, dear, blah blah blah, blah, too. At the end of the day, who say any power. They will be infected. To go the first to buy now. Or the journey free sorry bakum Eduko wura be na we wura no. Say suban na obesa afia dade.
Because on such right.
Exactly.
Domestic violence a year. Statistics here am about. Na me measure any corruption by yen kambom corruption say akamo asem kakra. Any marriages 600,000 as of 2014. Unless you can see my current status there, you can imagine. What happens? Ena eye Christopher Aware. Anywhere rande. Yakwa bi ko premarital counseling. Ebi ko posts. Na ya yen kama na ya dem bo. Na ya unite na ka say what good God has put together, let no one be asunder. Na ya kana kama na ya ko. Short time. Na free. Again, with the many son Christosons because we penny for a modi and then the man see and the tear bang and I yakon say why would you to say nipan sachara here? What do we do?
About specifically on marriage, I think say the church focus a little bit too much on premarital counseling than postmarital counseling. You barely hear postmarital counseling. Premarital counseling me obane me ba be ware no. Enti de obe kan bia yes amasa. But when you worry na wie no, that is actually where the real issue is. But people don't do churches don't do postmarital counseling. And now ye kra na ye structure and say na structure premarital so oba be ware asafunimu because 6 months wait. As I say, we need to design another thing. Say, what no? Every year, piano, ebia say besiana. Normally, okay, a member then ye share discussing normal. But that's a very general one. We need to start having much more specific things. Oh, group we say, and I say, muse mubaye. Now a while ago, me remember counseling this thing.
Yeah.
Churches need to have specifically counseling office. As a woman is a whole ministry. What do you say? Oh, baby, I know any baby. And you know, cry. Sorry, baby. What
they are interested in is ever born or who are
there's no real investigation. A lot of them are even sometimes pregnant and all that before they get
questions. What's up, the where Pastor Yango or Taisha Power Burkina Faso or was saying, okay, so JB, if I could send 200 Ghana, I could get all the videos. Yes, Pastor, when you send us the 200 Ghana cities, automatically, no, you're best sending me in the amount. When I'm about to close, I will let you have the Momo line and I say how I'll be to me afraid na on Saturday. Okay, Pastor Yango, you can call this number 0555 822 249 0555 822 249. Now, of course, we're working at now the Ghana number plus 233 and I come or friend will let you know how I was a canina or I share or Burkina Faso into an operation. Where Doris from Tema also, well, so the Christians are the same people who are corrupting themselves every day, and yet we go to church. Maybe the pastor don't teach us well.
Teachings not say no
where
okay.
I'm not saying cancer from Ekropon. It's a good show. But the issue of corruption and Christianity, you see, check in the Bible, even in the days of Jesus Christ, Judas Iscariot did that. So we should continue. Robert Tema or say nice one there, but our preachers must be intentional on how to live right so that we will not get ourselves corrupted. Felicia Kumas said, God bless you, but corruption issue is an issue. Almost all the big men in this country goes to church either Friday, Saturday or Sunday, and yet when they come on Monday they will still have to sleep with little girls before they employ them. My info wins here.
That is another thing.
My info wins here.
Sure.
My info wins here.
You share
Intimate marriage kakakra. But enti ye betinye ye bibi e de afiri saa corruption you betin e bibi after PCC you betin e bibi aware a egu ho ana after PCC you betin e bibi about domestic violence say ma e koso ya na umva minute and trust na me mention here.
Okay, the GD say you betin e bibi.
What can we do?
Especially about the marriage and one institutions ahodoa ye near free so me am research me am feel I'm yet to graduate on that on marriage. Christian marriage me who said many churches we are only concerned about near basi wa sorry
gathering no
the gathering
the mouth date we are
if you fulfill it ritual even the so-called premarital counseling ritual so any person well you just allow and those kind of stuff. It maybe we have to be intentional, especially the marriage right from the beginning. You're building relationship to the point say nipa no kure on foul se neja on foul se ni nua penyi on foul se ne papa from Sabiko proposal, my proposal, ne, and a mobe na minchu nyina ya ba guide ni pano and san wakurem. Ya kwanya ni pano faso kurem. Eti mum mesre se asono. Yan shefe ebrenedru ni pano be ware no nko Debbie, we should go beyond that. And I feel the various institutions near them. Ebia ye the audit report aba many betimi adi akire. Remember ben no what the biakasi bi me share report
ya boni din ya indicting correct akwenzi kwesera so ba no yitumba fu
we die and na focus that no so no the nipa wo hoyi no enya ne a wo critique no more no sesa wo ho where you praise the person hey it's a positive reinforcement baby a wo share nipa no nkran it is yakofa audit report na ye won panyimfo bi a wodidi dibia bi ano na ya hwesa nipa ABCD report ha be kire se na dwuma ye kroje
ye won abaso
ye bon abaso
ni onu so ye indicted no so to aso
onu so ye indicted because of law mrani ade e wo court e ko ha e ba ha odi wa no kotomo ye bibi tia prejudicial ne hon kroneba. So let's begin with a positive aspect, but in the nice way of telling someone you are foolish is you've got to be wise. So in doing that,
there are reports you are conclusive.
Say you're conclusive.
If you are shrug for a release report, you will be on one or
conclusive.
I don't know account granting me answer how or no one is going to go to a hobby. Or sorry, not to us or them. We need to seven countries.
Discipline must come in.
That's right. Official reports in your room now by and to one because I think account. I won't mean how far so
really have
straight without compromise.
Your last thing.
Okay, so as an American, so some people you have to discipline them. About marriage, as I said, no, we should focus a little bit more on post-marital. A Filipino for a very good record, you call it Ninong and Ninang and Kasal. Sebia Obewaria. Won Crofi has said Ghana will be the Obia Jinemu, Nipa Mienu and Ami and Sebi. Say in a year, Philippine will be Barana, Omudiana Dosra, yen utilizing ye. That's also for no and no lazy to constantly, consistently, conscientiously, intentionally checking them. Say our saying most of them, the Janice are our one a Gina might say, we should deal with that one. The next one with the national distance. Oh, now okay.
No, yeah. Or last one, 30 seconds.
Okay, a national one, no. Senator Manny Pacquiao in Philippines, in the AB buyer. Every certain period, be an software in Philippines in echo different institution to do certain Bible studies geared toward secular things. And no so me say it's my bia and kabeboa.
Well, Madam I say, Pastor Emmanuel Tay Sakite, Anya District Pastor. God bless you.
Amen.
Reverend Dr. Justice Appiah-Kubi, Dominion University, Action Chapel Pastor. God bless you.